Hello, grade 9 students. Let's proceed to our new lesson, simplifying expressions with rational exponents. The most essential learning competency simplifies expressions with rational exponents, and for their learning objectives, illustrates expressions with rational exponents, simplifies expressions with rational exponents by applying the laws of exponents. What are rational exponents? So these are expressions with exponents that are fractions. This is in the form a raised to m over n, where a is the base and m over n is the exponent, where n is not equal to 0. So rational numbers are real numbers that can be written in the form m over n, where m and n are integers and n is not equal to 0. So repeat. Expressions with exponents that are fractions, these are what we call rational exponents. Okay, we have here some examples of rational exponents. X raised to 3 halves, where the base is x and the exponent is a fraction 3 halves. 2 raised to 1 half, 6x raised to 1/3, okay, where the base is x and the fraction, the exponent is 1/3, while 6 is the coefficient. Quantity x minus 1 raised to 3/4, quantity x plus 3 raised to 2/5. So these are all examples of rational exponents where the exponent is a fraction. Let m and n be positive integers. Then a raised to m over n and a raised to m over n are defined as follows. Okay. Evaluating expressions with rational exponents. A raised to m over n is equal to a raised to 1 over n raised to m power, provided that a raised to 1 over n is defined. Examples: 4 raised to 3 halves. So this can be expressed as 4 raised to 1 half cube, right? Where m is 3, n equals 2. Okay. So your m is 3, n is 2. Okay. So next step, we're going to rewrite 4 in exponential form. So the 4 can be written as 2 squared, because 2 times 2 is 4. And then from here, let us now multiply the exponents. 2 times 1 half. 2 times 1 half is 1. So 2 raised to 1 raised to 3. Multiply the exponents. 3 times 1 is 3. So therefore the answer is 2 cubed or 8. Right? 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So that's how we evaluate expressions with rational exponent, or what we call simplifying rational exponents. So 4 raised to 3 halves is equal to 8. How about this? Negative 27 raised to 4/3. So this can be written as negative 27 raised to 1/3 to the 4th power, where m is 4, n is 3. Okay, then we're going to rewrite negative 27 as negative 3 cubed. Negative 3 cubed is negative 27, right? Negative 3 cubed raised to 1/3 raised to 4. So let us multiply the exponents now here. 3 times 1/3 is 1, times 4 is 4. Therefore the answer is negative 3 to the 4th power, or it's equivalent to negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 equals 81. So negative 27 raised to 4/3 is equal to 81. How about this number 2, negative rational exponents? A raised to negative m over n can be equal to, or is equal to 1 over a raised to m over n, provided that b is not equal to 0, or a is not equal to 0. Okay, examples. A, 3 raised to negative 1 half. So it can be written as 1 over 3 raised to 1 half. How about this? 5x raised to negative 3/4. 5 in the numerator. On the denominator, x raised to 3/4. M is 3, n is 4. Simplifying rational exponents using the laws of exponents. The laws of exponents for integer exponents can be applied in rational exponents for any non-zero real numbers a and b, and any rational exponents m and n for which the expressions are defined then. So we have here the different laws of exponents, product law. Here, if you multiply two powers with the same base, just add exponent. Quotient law, you divide two numbers with the same base, subtract their exponents. Power law, if you raise the power to another power, just multiply their exponents. Power of product law, to raise the product to a power, then the exponents will be distributed to each product. Power of a quotient law, if you divide two numbers, if we raise a quotient to a power, then it's become a raised to m over b raised to m. Law for zero exponents, any number raised to 0 is 1, provided that a is not equal to 0. Law for negative exponents, a raised to negative n is equal to 1 over a raised to n. A is not equal to 0. Law of exponents for negative power of quotient, 1 over a raised to negative n is equal to a raised to n. Okay, let us simplify the following expressions. 9 raised to 1/2 cube. So, by applying the power law, we will multiply the exponents because it's a power to power law. 1/2 times 3 is 3 halves. So, 9 raised to 3 halves. But 9 can be written as 3 squared. 3 times 3 is 9. So, 3 squared raised to 3 halves means we're going to multiply again the exponents. 2 times 3 halves is 3. Then the answer is 3 cubed. Simplify 3 cubed, that's 3 times 3 times 3 equals to 27. So 9 raised to 1/2 cube is 27. Another number 2. 4 raised to 6 raised to 1/3. Of course, we're going to multiply the exponents. 6 times 1/3 is 2, so we have 4 squared. Okay, 4 squared is 16. Yes. 4 raised to 6 raised to 1/3 is 16. How about this? 2x squared raised to 1/2. Quantity 2x squared raised to 1/2. That means we're going to distribute the exponents. 2 raised to 1/2, x squared raised to 1/2, applying the power of the product law. Then from here, we're going to multiply 2 by 1/2, which is 1. So the answer is 2 raised to 1/2 x. Final answer yan. Number 4, 8x cubed all over 24x raised to 1/2. Okay, simplify the expression inside the grouping symbol. 8 over 24 can be written as 1/3. So yun, 1/3. So 3 yung denominator, and then x cubed over x is x squared. So x squared over 3 raised to 1/2. So applying the power of quotient law, so we will multiply the exponents. X squared, the exponent of x, which is 2 times 1/2 is 1, so the answer will be x over 3 raised to 1/2. X over 3 raised to 1/2. Next, y raised to 1/2 all over x raised to 1/4 raised to 2/3. Of course, applying the power of quotient law, we will multiply the exponents of y and x by 2/3. 1/2 times 2/3 is 1/3. 1/2 times 2/3 is 1/3. Cancel 2. 1/4 times 2/3 is 1 over 6. Yun. So the answer will be y raised to 1/3 all over x raised to 1/6. Number 6, 2x to the 6th power all over x raised to 2 pips. First, let us simplify by subtracting the exponent of x. 6 minus 1, that will become 2x raised to the pip power raised to 2 pips. Then applying the power of the product law, 2 raised to 2 pips, x raised to the pip power times 2 over 5. And so the answer will be 2 raised to 2 pips x squared. Kasi 5 times 2 pip is 2. So ito na yung answer. 2 raised to 2 pips x squared. Okay? Cancel yung 5 dyan. About this, 2x cubed times 3x raised to 1/2. Okay, let us first multiply 2 and 3, that's 6. Then since they have the same base, we will add 3 and 1 up. Applying the product law. What is 3 plus 1 up? Yung 7 halves. 2 times 3 is 6. Then adding the exponents, 3 plus 1 up, 7 halves. So the answer is 6x raised to 7 halves. How about this? 3x raised to negative 4y squared all over 12x to the 4th y raised to negative 4 raised to 3 halves. So let us first simplify expression inside the parentheses. Applying the quotient law, 3 over 12 can be written as 1/4. Then subtract the exponents, or add 4 plus 4 in the denominator for the exponent of x. That's 8x raised to 8. Sa baba, sa taas, y, 2 plus 4 is 6. Y to the 6 all over 3x to the 8. Yun. Diba? Teka, but y over 9? Hindi yata y over 9. Y raised to 9, y raised to 9. Wait. Yun. X raised to... Okay, let's apply the quotient, power of the quotient law. Negative 4 minus 4 is x raised to negative 8. 2 minus negative 4 is positive 6 all over 4 raised to 3 halves. So we will multiply 3 halves to negative 8. That's equivalent to negative 12. 6 times 3 halves is, yes, 9. 4 raised to 3 halves. But 4 can be written as 2 squared. So 2 squared raised to 3 halves, that means 2 cubed. So the answer will be y raised to the 9th power. Okay, since negative yung 12, it will be written in the denominator, yun, x raised to the 8th power. So the answer is y to the 9th power over 2 cubed x to the 8, or simply y raised to the 9th power 8 over 8x to the 8th power. Okay, gets you ba? Next, number 9, a 3 halves, a raised to 3 halves square times a raised to negative 3. Okay, same base. So first we multiply exponents here. 3 halves times 2 is 3. So a cubed times a raised to negative 3 is, okay, applying the product law, same base, add the exponents, which is 0. A raised to 0 and any number raised to 0 is 1. Low power 0 exponent. Diba? So tayo, number 9. So for number 9, the answer is 1. A raised to 0 is 1. Number 10, 72x cubed all over 2x to the 4th power raised to 1/2. First, let's divide 72 by 2. That's 36 over x. Yes. Subtract 3 minus 4, negative 1. X raised to negative 1 is 1 over x. So yun, 36 over x raised to wait, 3 halves na yun, 1 half kanina yun. Is this 3 halves given? Okay. Okay, 3 halves na yatang given, so palitan natin. This is 3 halves. This is 3 halves. Yun, let's continue. So, wait. So we are now in number 10, right? So in number 9, the answer is 1, because any number raised to 0 is 1. And we are now in number 10. We first divide 72 by 2, so 36. 3 minus 4 is negative 1, so it becomes 36 over x raised to 3 halves. But 36 is 6 squared. 6 squared raised to 3 halves means we're going to multiply 2 by 3 halves. That's 3. 6 cubed all over x raised to 3 halves. So what is 6 cubed? 6 cubed is 6 times 6 times 6, so 216. The final answer is 216 all over x raised to 3 halves. Okay, let's proceed to number 11. 1 over x raised to 25 raised to 3 pips. Okay, so by applying the power of the quotient law, 1 raised to 3 pips all over x raised to 25 times 3 pips. 1 raised to 3 pips, still 1. And 25 times 3 pips here is 15. And wait. Yes, I think it's 15. It's 15. 25 divided by 5 is 5 times 3, so it should be 15. Okay, let's edit. It's 15. Okay. So 75 divided by 5 is 15. Right? And 1 cube is 1. So because 1 times 1 times 1 is still 1. So the final answer is 1 over x raised to 15 power for number 11. So let us now proceed to our exercises. Okay, simplify the following expressions. 36 raised to 1 half. What's your answer? Okay, 36 raised to 1 half is 6 squared raised to 1 half. You multiply 2 and 1 half, that's 1. So 6 raised to 1 is 6. So the answer is 6 for number 1. Number 2. What's your answer for number 2? 81 raised to 3 fourths. 81 raised to 3 fourths is 3 raised to 4 raised to 1 fourth times 3. So the answer is 3 cubed. Cancel natin yun. 4 times 1 fourth is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So 3 cubed is 27. Number 3, negative 16. Negative 16 raised to 1 fourth raised to the 5th power. Okay. Okay, yan na yung answer kasi negative 16 kasi. How about number 4? 56 raised to 2 thirds. So that's equivalent to 56 raised to 1 third squared. How about number 5? Negative 21 raised to 1 fifth cube. That's the how we simplify the following expressions. Numbers 1 to 5. Next, another. Simplify the following expressions. Express your answer with positive exponents. 4x squared raised to negative 1 up. Okay, is equal to 1 over 2x. Right. So this will become 1 over 4x squared raised to 1 half. 4 raised to 1 half is 2. X squared raised to 1 half is x. So yun, tama. Number 2. The answer is 1 over 125 x to the 6 y to the 9th power 4. Well, since if we multiply the exponents for 25, which is 5 squared, magiging 5 cubed na yun. Since negative lahat na yan ng exponents, so nasa denominator sila lahat. Okay. 4 times negative 3 halves is 6. So yun, negative 6. So to the sa denominator na 6 times negative 3 halves, negative 9. So y over 9 in the denominator. Next, another negative exponents. X to the 4th y squared over 4 raised to negative 5 halves. The answer is 32. Okay, 32 over x to the 10th y to the 5th power. So as you can see, nag-interchange na nito. Nag-interchange yung position. Yung 4 sa numerator, x to the 4th y squared dito sa denominator, then magiging positive na yan. That's the shortcut. Then 4 raised to 5 halves is 2 squared raised to 5. So that means 2 to the 5th, so 32. X to the 4th raised to 5 halves is 2 squared. Bale, ano na? X to 5 times 2 na. So x to the 10. And then y raised to the 5th power. Number 4. Again, since negative yung exponents, fraction, so it become 1 over... Okay, multiply the exponents by negative 5 fourths. I mean positive 5 fourths when you are in the denominator now. So 243x to the 20th power, y raised to the 10th power. And in number 6, interchange again the position. Wait. Number 5, interchange the position of 64 will be in the numerator. X to the 30th power y to the denominator. Okay, raise it to positive 2/3. Okay. So the final answer is 16 over x to the 20th y to the 8. Next, simplify and write your answers with positive exponents. Number 1. Okay, same. Number 1, same base, so add exponents. 3p plus 1/4 is 17 over 20. So the answer is C, raised to 17 over 20. Number 2, okay, if you raise 1, the numerator by 3 have still 1. Then in the denominator, s to the 4 to the 8, multiply the exponents by 3 halves. So s to the 6 to the 12 power. Number 3, x raised to negative 37 raised to 2/3, cancel 3, making it negative exponent x raised to negative 2 over 7 here. And if we have a negative exponent, it will become 1 over x raised to the 2 over 7 power. In number 3, okay, interchange again the position of x squared y is 6, get the reciprocal of this, and raise it to positive 1 up. Bale, 4x sa baba. By the way, we can cancel x squared now, so that y to the 6 sa taas become y cube. 16 raised to 1/2 sa baba, denominator, which is 4. Correct. Y cube over 4. And last, number 5. First, we're going to distribute negative 1 up to the exponents here. 2 squared raised to negative 1/2 is 2 raised to negative 1. X raised to negative 2 over 7 times multiply natin sa negative 1 half, positive 7. 4 raised times negative 1 half, negative 2. So, yung mga may negative exponents sa denominator. The final answer is x to the 7 over 2y squared. Thank you very much for listening. That is how we simplify rational exponents. Goodbye. See you.